Alchemist. Alchemist. Alchemist.
Hey guys, so on this episode we are going to dive into how to make a spoiler wing, whatever you want to call it, for your truck. That thing right there has garnished the most questions I've ever got asked about my truck, including the rear end. So in true Ryan fashion, what I would typically do is just gatekeep. I wouldn't tell anyone. I didn't want anyone having this cool wing that, well, I thought was cool. But I would gatekeep, not tell anyone where I got it, kind of, not comment on things when people ask. But I'm making, I guess, version 2.0, and it's kind of going to be a little bit ridiculous. I don't think many people would strive to build something as obscene as this. So I'm going to give you guys a how-to on how I'm building this, and you can apply it to the wing that you want to build. So just keep in mind, this is a step-side truck. I have to do things different. Just use, context of what I'm showing you to build your own. It's pretty simple. So the steps aren't very going to differ between your wing and my wing. Maybe the tailgate does, so you're gonna have to figure out how to navigate that, but pretty much the hardware is gonna be the same. You can use the good stuff, you can use different things. I will show you what I used to use and what I'm going to be using, and you can fall somewhere in between, or use the cheaper, or you can use the more expensive ones that I'm using, and we can all get there, or you can get there the same way. So the first thing you're gonna do is go to 5starracingbodies.com. I'm not affiliated with them. This is just what I use. So I found them about 10 years ago when I wanted to make my first wing. I emailed them I wanted the schematics of how it works, and they pretty much told me it ain't gonna work, and I took that as a challenge. So whoever I talked to, I don't remember, he said, hey, when you're done with this, send me a picture. So I did, and absolutely loved it. So I typically buy, it is a straight wing. You have to scroll down their website. It'll come in 2 or 4 pieces. My previous one, if you've seen that, it's all black. It was a 2-piece. They're made of all aluminum, they're welded, and I just had to cut it to fit lengthwise. I think they make a 54 and a 64, something like that. So obviously measure your own gate, see if it works. And if you gotta do some cutting, do some cutting. So the 4-piece that I have, obviously it's 4 pieces. I already have the other 2 on the truck, but you get a skeletal structure, I'm just gonna call it a structure, and your blade. So this is, I think, a 1/4 inch Lexan. So they kind of have you do it. It's just not really gonna work, and you're gonna see, it might work for your truck, but it's curved a little bit, so you'll see what I did to manipulate that. I did have to cut this. I did pre-cut it. It is probably, this much longer, but it's 3 a.m. I'm working nights right now, so I cut it before the sun went down. That way I wasn't making any noise. My air compressor wasn't kicking on. I wasn't making my neighbors mad. So with all that, let's get right down to it. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is take your wing, and obviously here you go. This is how long it is. I did cut it prior, obviously, as I said. So what you're gonna do, it might take 2 people, but you can see I've already done it. But you're going to put it on your gate, and I had it, I think before I did this, I taped it all up, and make sure it's level. You want it where you need it, and mark your drill point, your points where you want to mount it, and use nut certs. So I'm using the hardware they came with is 1024 and something else, I forget. It doesn't matter because you can use whatever you want to use. In the kit, they do give you, this is my old hardware, they will give you washers and countersunk bolts, 1024. So that would be where your top gets mounted, so that's what I put up here. And then down here, I believe they did something else, but I used M6 because that's what the splitter rod that I'm using are going to call for, so I had to do them a little bit different. You can use whatever you want. So I am using some Verus Engineering. So I'm using Verus Engineering splitter rods. They come with clevis pins. So you got one right here. Clevis pin and a full body, and then extensions should you need it. What came stock with the kit, because you can buy a splitter rod kit with or from 5 Star. They come with these, and they all have separate mounting points to mount, wherever you need, and brackets as well. So whatever you need for yours, you can use. This is just what I did. So I drilled in some nut zerts. I figured 4 was plenty, and I mean there's a 5th one you could also do, but I didn't do that, and I'm not going to do that because it's going to ruin my vinyl wrap and all that stuff. But that's what I did. So after I drilled the nut zerts, I mounted it up. Just make sure everything fit. Everything's good to go. I know it is. So what I did was, so after I had everything hard mounted up, I made sure everything was nice and level. What you're going to see is this is a little curved, so I don't pay attention to this top portion. I was using this bottom part as a reference guide to how I kind of wanted to do it. In the end, you're not going to see it kind of on an angle. With the 2-piece, which I did the previous time, you're going to see a little bit because you're going to notice the top of the wings, they kind of flare out just a bit, but if you can deal with that, I never had an issue with it. This version is just a little different, so if you're doing a 4-piece versus a 2-piece, just make sure you're angled properly to have as much of a level surface as possible, because back here, it's not really going to matter if you're on an angle this way, that way. It's all what, how you want to do it. There's no guideline to this. It's just, some steps on how to make your own. So with this wing, you do get blades. Now, if you can see, it is curved pretty well. So what they want you to do is kind of place it up there and mount it on this section. Obviously, you can see how much I did cut off, but you're going to have a slight arc to them. If you want that, cool. If not, I guess one thing you could do is, cut the arc off. It's still arced over here, but you're not going to see it on top. But what I did and what I'm going to do is I sent away to get 1/8 inch plexiglass cut in the size of the wing blade that I'm going to make. I'll be making it out of carbon fiber. I'm going to send it away once I get it designed, and I have someone, I think they water jet it out. But I'm going to drill all the holes and make sure it's level and have it sit, properly as I want it. So a lot of people ask why 2-piece. That's just how this kit is. What I probably will do, I'll have 2 of these made, and then I'll probably have 1 large one. That way, if I kind of want to run one and it maybe looks better to me, I'll do that. I'm not really too concerned. Price-wise, yeah, it's gonna get a bit, making this out of carbon fiber. The clevis pins are expensive. These are aluminum, these are all aluminum. And then all of my hardware, if you can see, is gonna be carbon fiber washers, and all of my hardware is titanium, which I'll show you right now.
So here's the hardware that I have. These are all Z-Spec. Again, not sponsored by any of these guys, but I feel if they make quality stuff, I'm gonna share it and promote them. None of these guys have an interest in sponsoring a Chevy S10. Anyways, so here's all the M4, got washers with all of that. Small M6, that is enough to clear the turnbuckles when they go in, mount to the spoiler. And then here are the carbon fiber washers, and then a rubber gasket. That way when it's carbon fiber on carbon fiber, we're not, I just like a little insurance. So Pro Boat, these guys actually were in Europe, I believe, so it took a month to get all this stuff. I didn't know that, already paid for it, said whatever, I got time. But here's all the rest, washers, nuts, or nuts and bolts, all that stuff. And then Verus, here's their, they're all already on the truck, but some of the stuff for turnbuckles and the rods and clevis pins, all good stuff.
So here's a little side note. So how I measured for those bolts, because on the 4-piece you have to drill it yourself.
I measured down 4 inches and 4 inches, and I think 3 3 3/4 maybe. But found the center line to each of them, and then I'm gonna take this off, put it on a bench, find all of that center point, drill those holes, except for that one would be a little further up, because if we did 4 on this side, you're gonna be running into that weld. So I'm gonna drill those holes and then mount this back up, and then put a mark in each of those holes to drill them on here, and then we'll mount up the splitters, the rods, and then figure out where we're gonna drill up here and be good to go. So here we have the almost finished product. I still have to send that away to get made out of carbon fiber, but you get the gist of it. If you watch probably my next video, I'm gonna do like a recap of things I've done over the winter, because you'll see some changes, like the shocks in the back, shocks in the front will be changed. I have some stuff in the engine going on, and hopefully my wheels will get here. But as you can see, everything's installed, got all titanium hardware and aluminum stuff like that. I think I'm gonna switch these out for carbon fiber, just so they don't stand out too far. But you can see how it ended up. Pretty cool. I still have to cut a little bit, but I'm gonna cut the structure when I take this off to send it out, just because I wanted to mock everything up. Those will all get replaced when put it back together, but this side is complete and looks pretty